Hey guys, today we're going to be playing Anivia vs Rise mid, and I'm feeling a little under the weather and I'm cold, so I am doing today's recording strapped up in my favorite blanket, so don't judge me, hopefully. Um, okay, this game, I believe. Okay, it looks like I have Deathfire Grasp, but against Rise, I think Thunderlords is actually the best way to go. I'm getting slightly better about choosing which of those I want to take every game. The thing is though, Rise, a lot of Rises will take movement speed runes, so it can be a little harder than you think to hit your skill shots, but um, you know, if it's a bad Rise, then you can still hit most of them without too much trouble. Okay, and I'm just going to speed this up here because I'm not doing anything. Obviously, we're trying to invade. I don't believe anything really comes of it, though. And these games have been, just a couple weeks ago, so sometimes I do actually remember, what happened in them. And Rise will eventually be able to push pretty well, but it's not till after you really hit 6, so I don't think it's too much of a worry. Okay, now the problem with not taking Thunderlords against a Rise is when he hits level 2 or 3 and he gets his root. See, like, I can trade pretty well with him, but if you don't have Thunderlords, which I'm pretty sure I just saw Thunderlords proc on him. But anyways, if you don't have Thunderlords and he roots you, and he can get off all of his damage, then he will probably win most of those trades. So, see, but he's such short. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure I do have Thunderlords, but my program says I have Deathfire Grasp. Anyways, but as you can see, Rise can trade really well early on. And see, this is where I use my, my egg to my benefit to stay in lane, as where he has to recall because he's so low on life. And I pop a potion when I get up. So I will be fairly close to full health. And I do usually take 1 point in, I think it's in vampirism, so I do have a tiny bit of lifesteal. So if I auto attack and use spells in lane, I will recover some health as well. And so right now I'm up a few CS, but I think he starts to beat me a little bit here now that he's back in lane. Sorry, it's the morning. Like I said, I'm still a little sleepy. Ooh. See, the bad thing about catching those Qs that are just on the edge is that because you're so slow, like, you can't get there in time to E them while they still have the, I think it's like 1.5 seconds after the stun, something like that, you can still E them. Yeah, as you see here, like, I don't know, I'm trying to focus on like harassing him so much because I can chunk him down with a couple spells that I am falling behind in CS. I am down almost 10 right now. So, like I said, I should be focusing more on CSing, and if a good chance to harass him comes off, you know, do that. And again, this is what makes me so annoyed that I lost like a bunch of my replays, is because, like I said, this is after the point where I'm not that great at ganking or CSing anymore. Yeah, okay, so Rise has... Let's watch that again real quick. I think I might rewind it a little too far, but let's see, Rise has... I believe he has Ghost. Wait, why am I... Yeah, he has Ghost and Flash. So, unfortunately, he can just ghost and run away from us because I have like no mana and I'm really low on health. And he just threw a ward over there. And see, and that's the danger of tower diving. You know, because we had like no health and no mana, still managed to kill that Warwick. Which is really good because you want a Pantheon to get ahead early, because late game he doesn't do a whole lot. So the fact that he's got 2 kills already is really good. Okay. Like, I'm not going to go over to help him because, you know, I don't want to leave the safety of my tower. But I should have teleport up, so I assume I will buy my tier. Refillable boots. Yeah, boots can be important to keep you like just outside of Rise's root range. And sound like Scooby-Doo. Uh-oh. I'm in his root range. Oh, see, if I was quicker there, I could have turned around on Rise and eat him for a good chunk of health, but anyways, it looks like he's going to be recalling. So I will just get I think it did 2 waves there. And I'm going to go over here and look for raptors. So let's say like 3 waves of minions, and then I'll take this one, which will be my 4th wave, 4th, including raptors, and I'm already out of mana. But I did get in like 4 waves of CS while he was gone, so I am slightly ahead in CS now. So that's why you always try to grab raptors when you can. If I had blue, I could have grabbed his raptors, our team's raptors, and stayed in lane and still be getting CS now. So blue on Anivia early is super good for helping her get ahead. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Pantheon wants his blue, so, and he's, you know, a good early game champion. He's got 3 kills. He can snowball this game really well, so keeping blue on him is completely fine. You know, I'm not hurting against this Rise anyways, so. Okay, and I run this back just a tiny bit here. See, I used my Q there and missed. And I use my ult on the wave, so he feels fine to run up and zone me some, because both of those are down. And Pantheon uses that opportunity to come around the back and gank. And then Warwick just like runs in on us, stands in my ult forever. I chunk him hard with my E, and Pantheon finishes him off. So he just got a double kill. So he's up to 5 kills now. So 5 kills in under 10 minutes. Like, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, this game is pretty much over at this point. Looks like he's gonna get another double kill down bot. Yeah, you notice both of our bot laners died at that. That was not too great, but as long as Pantheon's still getting ahead, you know, he can keep ganking. And I'm using last of my mana too, before I recall to get that. And since I'm pushing fairly hard every time he's out of lane, his tower's already down to half health, and mine's still, I don't know, it's only down about 20%. And I'll be walking back to lane since my teleport's still down, but I have 2 pieces for my Rod of Ages now at 11 minutes, so we're doing pretty well. And Pantheon is just everywhere on this map. Let's see, our Lulu top is pretty good at keeping him alive. He gets 2 kills there, and unfortunately dies, but I do pick up the Rise kill. I guess I could have just left it for Lulu, but you know, even late game, she's just gonna be a support, so I didn't mind taking that. Yeah, especially after like what she does here, right? Like, I'm trying to push this tower in, or sorry, push these minions into tower, and with the cannon minion, I could probably get that. And she starts pinging me over here, and spoiler alerts, I don't even like do anything to this, and she takes it. Like, I totally thought she was pinging me because she was going to give it to me, and I'm just like, ugh, you bitch. Like, I could have just stayed over here and got more damage on this tower. So yeah, like that isn't really so bad because it's not the jungler, but like when the jungler calls you over and is like, oh, I'm gonna give you this buff, and then they just like obviously take it, like that is like really tilting to me. It's such a scumbag thing to do. Anyways, I focused the Rise there instead of the tower because if, you know, if I get him chunked down low enough, he'll just have to leave, and then I can get the tower easier, which is what I do. He does have a refillable potion, but like I said, I took him to half health like immediately, so I don't think he was gonna stick around. So I come over here, check for raptors, and they're not there, but Warwick is, so I just do combo. I don't even have to wall him in there, and take him out pretty easy. Like I said, I had 3 assists from the Pantheon ganks. So, you know, I'm not at like a huge power spike. Well, I'm not at any power spike really. I haven't even got my first whole AP item yet, but you know, you have really good base damages. That's Anivia, so that really helps. Okay, so bought my Rod of Ages at 14 minutes. And a needlessly large rod. So I am doing very well this game with my income. I have 101 CS, so I'm 16 up on the, wait, no, close. 15 up on the Rise. Plus kills, plus assists. So I don't know, we're doing very well, so I feel more comfortable with just invading the enemy's jungle right now, looking for more kills with the Pantheon here. It's like I'm gonna have to buy something else soon, and a lot of times I forget to put my control out, so I just put that out there to help keep the Pantheon safe while he was getting red. And I'm gonna, I think, wait over here, yeah, look for another kill. And like no one else, none of my team is around, so if they had kept going for that, they probably could have killed me without too much trouble. But luckily, we're so far ahead that they just, you know, they're scared. And Rise flashed down this way, and we're gonna give a little bit of a chase, but Pantheon turns around, goes after the Warwick. I come over, and a lot of times you'll see me like throw out Qs like that. That's not really because I think I'm actually going to hit him, that's just more so to zone him out. And this isn't warded, but I actually assumed it was. I don't know why they kept coming over. And like I have no mana here, but I keep staying, hopefully just to bait some more of the enemy to come in. And I don't think they do. But I got some more CS and and a couple assists, so figure I'll recall. Probably finish my Archangel Staff, maybe, and like you watch it back now, I'm like, oh, I hope Caitlyn takes that tower so I can get my Archangel Staff. No, but yeah, it looks like I didn't have. No, but yeah, I'm Vicky Pollard apparently. No, but alright, so I'm just gonna fast forward this a little bit, and say Pantheon was trying to take on the Rise, but he got chunked out really hard, and that will start happening. Rise is a late game champion, and Pantheon's an early game champion, and we're not in the late game yet, but if Rise can root him away from him, he can get off quite a bit of damage. There, I tried to E him, but he went into the bush, and I lost sight of him and couldn't do it. If I had been able to get that E off, I think it would have came up again, and I would have gotten that kill, but, you know, actually, if I recall, I think that happened several times this game. Like, that's not the last time that happens. Anyways, we are... like, every lane is winning super hard. Now here, I could have gone down to help them, but Pantheon diving under towers, not really what I want to do. Like, why would I want to dive under tower when I can just sit over here and take his tower down? Like, I think that would have been the better choice, is if they had came over and had done that with me. That was a preemptive wall, which can be fine to do. Like, I don't have any cooldown reduction except for my runes, so it takes so long for my spells to come out that, you know, there's no point in chasing them down for a kill, really. And no need to, really, there's no need to tower dive them. You know, I probably could have flashed and maybe got up another E and killed them, but there's no point. Like, we're so far ahead, there's no real need to make dumb plays like that. You know, our siege is pretty good with me and Caitlyn on the team, so okay, I think, yeah, a fight breaks out down here. I teleport down to help them out. see, I go to E that Warwick, and I can't do it because Nautilus just stepped out of the bush. And, oh, man. When Pantheon gets ahead early, it is sick how hard he can snowball. Like, okay, here's another thing. I always repeat, because I always forget, your wall, when it displaces someone, does get aggro from the tower. I forget, it does like 1 damage or something, so you will pull aggro from the tower. And then they just give up because we've snowballed so hard. And I had a perfect game, 3-0-7. Let's say it was more of a support that game, but I think anyone besides the Pantheon was pretty much a support. So, you know, it was a really quick game. You know, no real amazing plays, but like I said, against Rise, take Thunderlords. I think it's your best option. And, you know, harassment you can't, but CS is definitely more important. But anyways, that's today's game. I will try to shoot another one right after this to post for tomorrow, and I'll see you all then.